We're in today with a different type of video card, BARCO MXRT 5450. We're gonna pair it up with this i7 9 gen. But the problem is with this video card, I know this video card, it was like something similar with the previous video card that we had last time, because it had the same amount of shaders, DirectX 11, 128 bits, 1 gig of VRAM, 690 megahertz on the core clock and 1000 megahertz on the memory. It's similar with the video card that we had previously, but that's not the problem. This video card is an AMD FirePro V5800. So whenever you look at the video card, you can actually see the stickers everywhere placed on top of the model, so you cannot, how should I say, distinguish the video card, because this is a video card dedicated for medical purposes, like machines in hospitals and something like that. And they have a custom BIOS, they have dedicated software. Everything is designed in such a way so you cannot modify a lot of things. For instance, if I want to use MS Afterburner, BARCO MXRT 5450 can adjust nothing, so yeah, actually the software monitor that we're going to use it managed to detect that it's a V5800. On Tech Power Up Z, the video card is, on the list FirePro, but it says FirePro 5800 DVI BARCO, then the specs on it, because I think they had made a custom BIOS for it, and yeah, this is how it looks even for me. But if you take that sticker down, you will see that it says it's the V5800, and it's kind of weird. This is the first time I'm seeing something like this, and I was like, damn, what the heck is going on here, but the ideal situation will be if it's possible to actually use it in 2023 with some games, maybe you can find it cheap. Is it worth it? Okay, let's start with FORTNITE on 1080p, low details with performance mode, and see how it's running, because I think this GPU is gonna do us wonders. All right, we're in the air, so let's see how it's running. First, and the most important thing, I have no GPU load. Because of the custom BIOS, apparently I cannot adjust it in MS Afterburner. Though, two things apparently I managed to see is I have GPU clock and the GPU fan RPM. So I can actually see the RPM on the fan going like 2500 RPM. Hopefully it will keep the GPU in a good check. Hopefully, because I already see 76 degrees, GPU memory is error because of that 1 gig of VRAM. It won't have any problems, but I'm still having 60 FPS on average, and I'm wondering if I will have more when I will reach the ground, So something very exciting to see is that actually I have over 60 FPS. Frame time is not ideal with this, but it does the job, Minimals, it's 15 with 1% on 29. It's not ideal, for a video card, to play games in 2023, but it will work. On the CPU load, because there is some CPU bound on this game, it's 40% on this i7 9 gen, with 45 degrees, 50 degrees on the CPU, barely any load, giving us like a consumption of 51 watts. So it's okay, it's okay with this one, and we're still around 10 gig of system RAM. FORTNITE is still good with my computer, but on the GPU side, we're reaching 80 degrees, and I actually see that 2700 RPM. It's getting real, seriously. So hopefully it will not overcook this video card. Okay, let's test GTA 5. I think GTA 5 is gonna show us the true color of this video card. Yes, everything on normal 1080p with DirectX 10. Let's go. Let's see how many FPS we get. I think we can get some FPS, but the problem will be how much I can hold it, The average is not quite okay if I look at the FPS, and the minimals and 1% is not ideal. 10 FPS on minimals and 17 on 1%, it's kind of horrible if you want to play GTA online, So 1 gig of VRAM doesn't help in this situation, and I think the VRAM it's the limitation. I mean, I can see the cord load on this video card, so yeah, I don't really understand how this video card is working. You can put the old drivers like the V5800, you know, but the only problem is it's got a locked resolution, so it will be on a lower resolution. And I don't want to mod it. I don't want to just keep it like this and see how it's working, you know, with this type of drivers. Hence why this experience, because I'm very mesmerized about this idea, seriously. I think we are in the good zone with CROSSOUT because I have legacy GPU compatible on, and we're gonna see how it's running on 1080p. Hopefully everything will be okay, you know, because on low details this game needs to be okay. If there is a problem, I think we can put the render scale. No, I think I have to put it on full screen. What do you think? How much we got? Like 50 FPS. On 1080p, apparently we are doing very low. There's a whole bunch of them here. Listen, Jeff, we have to have a chat. Oh, for sake. It's gonna explode in my head. No, he's behind. What the f? Okay, so I seen that it's very hard on the GPU, seriously. So I'll put it on 50% render scale. Let's see if we can disable some stuff here. Shadow quality off. Texture quality low. Anti-aliasing no. Anti-aliasing nothing. It will be vignette, shell hits, nothing. Everything will be mega low. So we managed to put it on 100 FPS. So before it was horrible, now 40-50 FPS, and now we get to play with 70 FPS. But the FPS, it's on spot now. Whenever I put everything on 50% render scale, it gives me like 42 FPS on minimal and 63 on 1%. I don't know how it's working with the video card because I don't see the cord load, neither the VRAM, but I'm 100% sure they are almost maxed out because I got 75 degrees temperature and 2500 RPM, around 2500 RPM. The CPU doesn't do much here, apparently. It's the way I know the CPU is doing something is it's when the wattage is reaching 100 watts. And here you can actually see it with 41 watts. That's badly low for a CPU like this. So yes, it's good. It's not good, it's fantastic. So yeah, CROSSOUT. Let's see how it's running this video card in GTA 4. I don't even know what graphics I have. 1080p, 50 Hz. Why is it on 50 Hz? I don't know. So quality 16.9, VSync, density, everything it's on. Why is your car broken? You managed to hit. I think the taxi managed to hit this car. But nevertheless, I'm getting like 50 FPS on average in GTA 4, you know. It's kind of unique to see a couple of GPUs like this, old GPUs running some old potato games. Oh my god, it almost killed somebody. Sorry, sir, I will not.
What is wrong with these people?
Exactly. Police. So I killed somebody. The police didn't say nothing. I hit the ambulance. It didn't do nothing. Was this American police? But nevertheless, apparently we are reaching 80 degrees with this video card. And hopefully I can see some speed on that fan because it needs to cool down. The maximum we'd managed to see until now was 2700. Now it's reaching 2800 RPM. So 80 degrees the GPU. Now it's started to stutter. I can actually see the frame time, it's everywhere. Alright, let's jump into World of Warships and see how it's performing with lowest details. I'm gonna see what the details. 1080p, very low details, and hopefully everything will be okay. I think with low details we can actually play the game and we're gonna have some nice FPS here and see how it's running. So 70 FPS, I think it's fantastic for this video card. All video cards, you know, so not expecting here some high-end competitive FPS. I just want something to have some fun. Plus, I want to play this game a lot, you know. I want to play it more because It feels like World of Tanks, you know. So I do like it. How we doing on average? 75 on average. It's a good number. I like it. I like the number that I'm seeing, you know. 26 on minimal and 37 on 1%. Ideal. You know, the CPU is not very stressed in this game, so shouldn't be any problems. But look at this. The CPU apparently is not it's not stressed with this game, so I'm very happy about that because it's only 20-30 watts on consumption. So when I see that, I know the CPU has no problem, you know. System RAM on the other hand, I can see that is using over 8 gig of system RAM, so there will be a problem if you're building an older computer. 8 gig of system RAM is not okay. 80 degrees on the GPU, look at it. Oh, still can manage to see some RPM from this. I think it will be a very ideal thing to have like own control on the fan. If you can control your fan, then you can have a cooler GPU. But with this custom BIOS, apparently you cannot have it. You know, it's kind of weird. Don't shoot me. I shoot you back, and you will explode. Three, two, one. We're armed, boy. Nothing. Oh, wonderful. All right, we're in World of Tanks with the medium details with 60%. I think it's 60% render scale. 70. I think we have to put it on 60% render scale because it's kind of choppy, you know. Can't get those 60 FPS, but hopefully we're gonna stay on 50-60 FPS and we're gonna do us justice. Apparently, I should have put it on low details like in World of Warships. But I made my mistake, and hopefully I will repair it soon. Oh, damn. Only professional people here. Cannot. Look at that. Damn, I will never manage to hit that small target. How many times I have to do that? Wow. Nevertheless, I think in order to play World of Tanks with this video card, you have to put it on a lower branch under medium details because you have no chance with this. So I thought medium details will be achievable by this video card, but apparently not. It's not achievable. So it's not something that I would recommend because of that 1 gig of VRAM. That core custom drivers for this video card is actually absolute, you know. So 77 degrees on the video card, you make a lot of heat with this because you cannot control the fan. So not ideal. But if you're not playing with lowest details, look at the minimals. 15 FPS on minimals and 25 on 1%. Those are not numbers for World of Tanks. World of Tanks is very easy to play, you know. Very easy to start the game with this. I mean, there's a lot of potato GPUs that I test, so... Okay, let's test CSGO. Let's see how it's running in 1080p with low details, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 1080p with low details. Let's see. I think we can get some 60-70 FPS. I'm interested in my minimals. Let's go. I couldn't manage to land those bullets. I'm not interested in high-end competitive FPS. I just want some decent FPS so I can play some games with this old video card because it's an old video card and I want to justify somebody's gaming, you know. All right, so I'm in for a while now. Apparently we can have some nice FPS, but the minimals and 1% is not with me. 19-20 FPS is not an ideal number that to have on a game like this. You know, it's 17. It shouldn't be like minimal 60, you know, because it's not hard to achieve with some older video cards. Waiting for the long run, you know, with the video card, because that's when I get the FPS, you know, after playing like a lot of time. Freaking awesome to see that the GPU managed to put a couple of FPS more on the average. 21. Okay, I'll take it. After playing 15 minutes with this video card, you can average 20-30 FPS on average, depending on the situation. But aside from that, I think that the most important thing is to remember is that this is 1080p and you can lower the resolution, you can have better FPS. I can say a lot of things about this video card because the first thing will be like something like it's very cheap. You know, if you can find them really cheap, it is very ideal to have one a spare because it's DirectX 11 support. Now, if you're into some kind of medicine practice, it will be ideal to have a video card like this. Who knows when you need it? But aside from that, yeah, it's kind of old video card, 2011. You know, 12 years old. But yeah, managed to see this video card how it's running, and that's it. It's very similar with the 6770. Seriously, that's 5770. So 5000 series. Interesting video card to see. But nevertheless, what do you think?